Whoever is supervising must stand well clear while it's being laid, as it obscures the driver's view during the operation. The trackway has to be laid on level ground and on the line of the gradient, not across it, as there's a tendency for the track to slip sideways, which would turn over the Michigan. So the other Michigan levels the sand, ready to take the next row. This is collected from the LCM. The ship carries 6 rolls of trackway, as well as some spare sections, making 900 feet in all. The maximum number of beaching points that can be manned efficiently is 2. But the LCMs normally beach singly, operating in stream, which is the quickest way of working from the LPD dock.
Out! Kedge!
The kedge anchor is dropped well out from the shore for subsequent retraction from the beach, and to hold the craft to some extent from broaching to under pressure from wind and tidal currents. The coxswain has to be sure that his craft is holding the beach before he gives the order to disembark. The beach unit now takes over. Each driver waits on the ramp for a signal from the control section. If there's any swell, the guide will bring the vehicle off in the trough of one of the larger waves. The signal must be clear and definite to give confidence to inexperienced drivers. If the driver hesitates, he may run into the crest of the following wave and stall or drown his vehicle. The vehicle is in 4-wheel drive with the driver's foot hard down on the accelerator, and his vision may be poor. So guides should keep well clear. When the M has discharged its load, the coxswain waits for the guide's order to retract. He edges off, avoiding the use of his screws, which can churn up runnels in the seabed, a trap for the next LCM which could discharge its vehicles into a deep hole, particularly on a falling tide. If the craft can't be pulled off on the kedge, the barb is standing by to shout. Tide, when the LCM is more likely to be firmly grounded, it's quicker to rely on the barb for the initial push. It's also necessary on a falling tide for the control section to check the seabed further out before bringing in the next M. Between craft landings, we'll review the composition of the beach unit. The OC, the Beachmaster, is a Captain Royal Marines. The control section is run by the Beach Unit Senior NCO, a Royal Marines Colour Sergeant LC1, who also deputises for the Beach Master and is responsible under him for organisation and administration. The section consists of the Colour Sergeant, 1 Corporal and 4 Marines who look after the beaching point and provide handling parties where necessary. The control section also provides marshallers on any helicopter landing site in the beach area. The recovery section operates the barb, going into action now to rescue a drowned vehicle. They're a REME unit, the Sergeant Commander, the Corporal 2IC, and 2 recovery mechanics who are qualified shallow water divers. All 4 can drive the barb if necessary, and the Sergeant and Corporal are mechanical fitters, able to repair vehicles if there's no drowned vehicle park from a larger formation. One or both of the Michigans stand by as a reserve while the barb is engaged. They're operated by the plant section, who are Royal Engineers, a corporal plant fitter and 2 operators. The Michigans can go out into deep water to help with rescue or to transport stores to and from the craft. They also tow or carry heavy trailers on and off the craft. Both Michigans can be changed over to forklifts for offloading stores. The plant section works closely with the engineers section, also Royal Engineers, a corporal and 2 sappers. Besides being combat trained, they can carry out a variety of tasks on the beach, including the setting up of a 2,250 gallon S-tank. The LCMs have built-in tanks to carry fresh water from the ship and a pump which can deliver it to the shore at the rate of 10 tons in 6 3/4 minutes. The signals section, 2 corporals and 3 Marines, is on its own beach lateral net to the barb, the beaching point, and when necessary, the water point. They normally operate 3 other nets: landing craft control primary, which includes the LCVPs, the LCMs, the LPDs,